Hips and hammies in our jammies. Come on down to the back body. And this morning, my head's gonna face you on the camera because we're gonna work with the straps. So it's a better angle than to have my rear end in your screen. So make your way down. Again, if you can prop yourself up, just to lift the heart, maybe with a towel or a bolster or even a block. Support the head. Let's bring the legs, if you can this morning, and I know it's early, into supine Baddha Konasana butterfly pose. So the soles of the feet come together, the knees go wide, and we just begin this gentle opening through the groin, the inner thigh, and the outer hip. And again, support yourself. Use a pillow, a block, whatever you need underneath the outside of the thigh. Maybe the hands rest on the belly and the heart. We soften through the shoulders, so when we have this nice lift into the heart space, it allows our shoulders to drop down towards the mat, away from the ears. Head is supported, the chin is tucked, so we have a little bit of length in the back of the neck. Close down the eyes and, just greet your day. Greet your mat, my best friend, my mat. Take a nice full inhale in through the nose. Fill the body with breath and prana and energy. And then release it slowly so that you can feel the whole body just melt down. Couple more breaths. You, your breath, your body, your mat, your practice. Maybe constrict the breath, that ujjayi that you can hear. And on this beautiful day, set an intention. Maybe not an intention for yourself this morning. Maybe an intention for someone else who isn't able to practice in the morning to set the tone for their day. You send out vibes to them. Take a nice full deep breath in and release the breath slow. Allow the hands to come outside of the thighs. Gently draw the knees together at center. Roll to one side and release any of the props that you're using. Make sure that your strap is right near you and draw the knees into the chest. So let's just take a moment, rock side to side. Just feel into the back body. Low back pain is often due to tight hips, tight hip flexors, a tight piriformis. So we're just going to open up this morning with the strap. Take a moment, draw the right knee into the chest, extend the left leg long, let it hover, just to wake up a little bit of the core, draw the shoulders and the head off of your mat towards the knee, and then switch it out. Left knee hugs in, right leg hovers, chest, head lifts. One more time each side. And plant both feet on the mat, reach for your strap. So I place the buckle, because I have a metal buckle, into my palm so it doesn't smack me. And then draw the right knee into the chest. We'll take that strap around the ball mount of the right foot. And before we stretch the leg out, just slide your hands down the strap so that the back of the arms and the shoulders rest nice and easy on your mat. This is not an upper body workout, so we don't want the death grip on the strap. And once you arrive here, upper body relaxed, then begin to lift that heel towards the ceiling, any amount. Leg does not have to be straight. But what I'd like is that leg to be right over the hip, right over that hip point. So we're bringing that femur right into the hip joint, and just pause there, relax there, and feel into the leg. And as the body softens and the mind softens and the nervous system settles, then maybe you can stretch that heel just a little further up, beginning to feel the back of the hamstrings and the calf, the Achilles and the ankle. Just pause here. So the leg being right over the hip bone. Now we're just going to draw the leg in. So the thigh coming closer to the chest. And then release it back right over that hip point. So beginning to coax the glutes, the hamstrings, draw it in towards the chest and release it back. And just take this movement 3 or 4 times just to warm up that hip. The foot is flexed, that dorsiflexion here, toes pointing down towards the face, heel up towards the ceiling. Next time that thigh comes in close to the body, let's pause there. Pause and draw it in maybe a little bit further. Notice your breath. And just so the left leg doesn't feel left out, let's just drop that left knee out to the side. Any amount, and support it if you need to. Then put the strap into your right hand. And as you bring that thigh in close to the body, let the leg now fall out to the right. So we don't want it way down. We want it to hug that thigh in and then let the foot drop out. So it's a little bit harder here than just flopping the leg over. Find that spot where you feel the stretch first. Then use your breath. Big breath in. Slow exhale out. And maybe as you exhale, begin to press that heel away on a diagonal. So again, a big stretch through the inner thigh. Relax the whole upper body here. Continue to pull those toes towards the top of your mat. Notice the difference in the stretch. Take a full breath. Draw that left knee back up now. And straighten the left leg. So slide the left heel down towards the bottom of your mat. Place your left hand right on top of that left hip bone. And let's just keep that hip nice and firm on the mat. Take a big breath in and draw the right leg back up to neutral. Take a full breath. Switch the strap into the left hand. Draw the leg across the body, only to, like if you were looking at a clock, 10 o'clock. So here, maybe the thumb into the right hip crease to keep that hip down, and move the leg any amount so that you begin to feel the stretch through the IT band outside of that right leg. Again, keep the right hip down. We could probably all just kind of flop right over to here, right? But right now, we're working right into the outside of the right leg. Deep breath in. And a slow breath out. One more inhale. And slow exhale. Bend back into that left knee. Place that right ankle on top of that left thigh, coming into that figure 4 shape. So just here, remove the strap from around the foot. Keep it in your left hand. Bring your right fingertips inside the inner thigh. Lightly press into the thigh to send the knee away from the body. Again, feeling this opening surrounding the whole right hip. Pause there. Big breath in. And then on your exhale, I'd like you to bring that knee, use your hands, bring the knee in towards the chest, towards that left shoulder. Hold it in. Beginning to stretch from the back body through the right hip, the glute, the piriformis. Just hug it in. And then nice and easy, send it back. Fingertips inside the thigh, press the thigh away from the body. And without the use of your hands, release that. Use your core, use your hip strength, draw the whole leg structure into the chest. Flex through both feet here. Take that strap around the left shin, both hands. See if you can draw the leg structure in just a little bit further. And here, use your breath. This is a big stretch. So deep breath in. And as you exhale, see if you can relax the hips down and let the right hip open. 2 breaths. Release the strap, set it to the side. Left foot comes down to the mat, the whole leg structure, glue it in place and just let it fall over to the right. So the right ankle is resting outside of the left thigh. Slide that left foot down a little bit so you can bring the left knee closer to the mat. Enjoy a nice stretch here, hip, IT band to the knee. You want a little bit more, let's use the arm and stretch it overhead. So big stretch here from the knee to the hip, through the ribs, the shoulder to the fingers. Draw a deep breath in. And a slow breath out. If the arm is overhead, just bring it back, lift the knees back up. Remove the ankle, put the feet wide on your mat and just take a windshield wiper. Externally, internally rotating through both hips. Then we'll move to the other side. So walk the feet back to center. Draw the left knee in towards the chest. Take that strap around the ball mount. And again, it's early. We're not just going to fly that leg up. Get nice and comfortable in the upper body and then nice and slow, lift the heel towards the ceiling. Any amount, keep the knee bent. Just begin to feel into that left hamstring. Let that leg just fall straight down into the hip socket first. So we're not pulling it forward. Just lift the heel, toes towards the face. Let that femur bone kind of rest right into the hip socket. And then strap into both hands. Gently draw the thigh in closer to the chest. And then release back to that neutral position. A couple more times here. Let the arms rest lightly on the mat. Maybe each time that thigh comes a little bit closer to the body. Last time like that, and then we're going to hold it in. So draw that leg in closer to the body. Take a nice full breath. Lift the heel higher, point the toes down. Relax into the pose here. And then drop that right knee out to the side. Strap comes into the left hand. Place the right hand on top of that right hip bone, and then drop the left leg out to the left. So keep the thigh in close to the body. We're not flying that leg out towards the bottom of the mat. We actually want the leg to come towards the top of the mat on a diagonal. Both hips nice and level on the mat. Use your breath here. Big breath in. And on the exhale, where can you soften? One more inhale. And on the exhale, let's bring that right knee back up and notice what it feels like to extend the right leg long. Press the heel away from you. Keep the right hip down onto the mat. Active right leg, and let's draw the left leg back up to center. I'll put the strap into both hands. Draw it in, toes coming towards the face. Full breath. And then take the strap into the right hand, and we're going to just draw that left leg across the body if you were looking at a clock, maybe 2 o'clock. Just enough that you feel the sensation right into the outside of the left leg. Put that left thumb right into that hip crease to hold that hip down. Press the heel away. Use your breath here. Relax into the pose. Nice and easy. Full breath in. Slow breath out. Draw that leg back up. Take a bend into that right knee. And let's take the left ankle across the body to rest on the thigh. Remove the strap. Flex that left foot. And very gently, fingertips inside the left thigh, just to press it away. Each side is different, so notice the differences. It's really kind of amazing. Dominant side and the side that we don't use as much. Press the knee away from the body. Then allow that knee to come in towards the chest, knee coming towards that right shoulder. Use your hands on the outside of that left thigh to hug it in. Hold there, just feel all the space you're creating from the low back through the glute. And then press it back, nice and easy. Let that knee go away from the body. Use your hands lightly. And then we'll release the hands and we'll use our core and we'll use that strength in our hips. Draw the whole leg structure in towards the chest. Flex through both of your feet here. Easy does it. And then if you did so on the other side and you want to take that strap around the right shin, let that right foot now just dangle down and draw the strap in close to the body. Soften those shoulders. Notice if you brought any tension into the face. Take a full deep breath. And let it go nice and slow. One more inhale. And a nice slow exhale. Releasing the strap, let's bring the right foot down to the mat. Keep the leg structure as it is and just slide the knees over to the left. Left ankle riding on the outside of the right thigh. Again, if it helps you, slide that right foot down towards the bottom of your mat so that you can bring both knees closer to the mat. Take a full breath. Maybe extend that right arm overhead, a 2-for-1 here. Stretch the fingers away. So you're making all this space from the hip to the fingers, but from the hip to the knee. Big breath in. As you exhale, relax the body. Let it just sink into the mat. And then we'll draw that arm back down. Use your core, pick up the legs, release the ankle, and draw everything into the chest. Place the hands lightly on top of the knees and send the knees wide, right and left. So here, this is a modification for what a happy baby. Yeah. So again, use the weight of the hands resting on top of those shins. Use the forearms to widen like you were in a squat position. Take a full breath. And as you exhale, draw the knees back into the chest, give them a squeeze. Take that strap now around the ball mounds of both feet. And engaging your core, draw the belly in, both legs, just like one leg, go towards the ceiling. So again, notice the grip on your strap, not a death grip. Slide the hands down so the back of the arms rest lightly. Then as you draw the belly in, begin to bring the toes over the face. So big stretch through both legs here. Any amount, just draw it in and pause. We're going to hold this for 5 breaths. No cheating, make them long breaths here. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out of the nose. Spine is totally supported on the mat, shoulders soften away from the ears. Jaw relaxes. Just kind of melt into the stretch. And then we're going to begin to bring the balls of the feet together overhead. Let the knees go wide. Maybe circle your hands around the strap so that you can draw the feet in closer to the groin, like a floating cobbler here. Take a full breath. And then on your next breath, gently lower the feet so they're coming to the mat on the blade edge. Hold your strap here so that you're hugging those heels in close to the groin. Then release the strap. Let the knees fall wide. A hand to the belly, a hand to the heart. Close down the eyes. Draw a full breath in. See how long you can make the exhale. Again, a full breath in. And the slowest exhale to wash through the body. That person that you set your intention for at the beginning of practice, bring them to your mind's eye. Take one more breath, and particularly on the exhale, send them some love. I'll see you guys tomorrow, Friday flow class. Namaste. Take your time. When you're ready to come out, use the hands here to draw the knees together. Roll over onto one side, find that little fetal position before you start your day. I'll see you tomorrow.